Hello fellers and welcome back to Noob's Workshop. Today is day 2 of me working on the Exxon Sandy RageFire. Now here I have 3D printed a new flywheel cage, as you can see. And I also 3D printed some flywheels that I will be attaching the motors to. Now, the only plan for today's video is to get the motors into the flywheels and attach it. It's not much, but the flywheel cage is a huge piece of progression in this project. Now, as you can see right now, the motors actually cannot fit into the flywheel cage, but we can fix that. Now, the only way to get it to fit is to cut out the piece, and I have the perfect tool with that. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do a lot more on this piece to make the motor fit, but this process will take a very long time. Okay, y'all, I just spent like 30 minutes dremeling that. That took forever, and I just realized I put the motor in upside down. I don't know if it will fit if I put it the other way, but let's hope. Okay, fellers, it's a miracle. It fits, kind of. But now I have to find a way to get the flywheel onto the motor, and right now it does not want to stick, so I'm going to have to find another way to make the hole big enough. I then decided that my best course of action was to try and poke a hole through the flywheel by using a rod that came out of the gun. Now, in the end, this technique ends up not working and working at the same time. By using the rod, the top piece of the flywheel eventually came off. However, this allowed me to fit it onto the motor and completing one part of the two-part flywheel cage. Now, I have dremeled the other side, and I'm now going to do the same thing that I did to the other flywheel, and now I have a complete flywheel cage. Now, the only problem is that the flywheels aren't stuck on it 100%, although they do fit. I am concerned that they will fall off, so I decided the best course of action was to use a good old-fashioned Play-Doh. In these next few clips, I will be sticking the Play-Doh to the flywheels. My hand does go off screen, but it doesn't really do much other than attach the Play-Doh to it. For the second wheel, my hand stayed a bit more on screen so you can see the process a bit better, but it's not really that much. In the end, though, it did end up making the flywheel stick together, although it is a lot heavier than before. Now, my next course of action is to attach wires between the two motors so they can connect each other, therefore powering and allowing the dart to travel through. I will be using these red and black wires to connect them, and I will be cutting them so that they fit. I will not be soldering them. Now that I have cut out the two pieces of wires, I will be setting them aside for day 2 because I will not be soldering them just yet since I have done a lot of work this video. I will be soldering those two wires on the next day, so stay tuned for that. Well, I've placed the flywheel cage in that spot as a placeholder, but I hope you like this video. See you in the next day. Bye!